This is the ZHIYUN X60, unreleased, and thanks to Macarthur Camerahouse, we've got our hands on 2 of them actually to play around this week and try things out and how this light compares to its competitors. I used to buy a lot of ZHIYUN gimbals. That's what I know them for. Didn't know they actually make lights, and turns out they have a lot of range, and this is one of their brand new ones that is not released yet in Australia. This is called the X60, and it's got a funky shape. As you can tell, it's got a really funky shape and everything kind of detaches. At the base of the light, this is it. That's all it is. Comparing this to our mostly used light from Nanlite is the Forza 60, and that is the same kind of output, but this is so much smaller, and look at how thin and easy that is to hold. Now we took this out to a few projects. We have light painting, product shoot, and a gym shoot in a dark setting. Trying to create that moody look in all of the shoot to really see what this is capable of. This is not a light bar. This doesn't have a softbox, but we wanted to make it look like as if we had those things to see if this is capable of that. And I think did its job really, really well. Well, let's start with the shape. The shape is really nice to hold actually, just as the light itself. But as soon as you put the battery on, it's really heavy. The battery is probably 3 times the weight it feels. The light was super light, and it's just kind of strange to kind of hold onto a light like this, but it does make it a lot easier to hand hold. For light painting, for things like those things to go on the go, you can actually just hold the battery and it kind of works that way. Though it has a bit of a flimsy effect to it, we haven't had this light dropped on us just yet. Now, if you're not looking to use the battery, the good thing is that this light can be powered in 3 different ways. It's got a power DC adapter, it's got the battery, but you can also power with a power bank with a USB-C. Now that's always very, very helpful in anything that we do USB-C change the game. I'm gonna bring it now to the mounts. This is just an ordinary reflector with somewhat of a, I would call like a photography Gary Fong thing on top, really. But this is awesome actually. It's not a softbox, but it kind of acts like one without it being too big. We were able to light paint with this, but we were also able to light up a little watch with this and not make it too much of a hotspot. Never really see any hotspot on the car paint, and didn't see a hotspot on the watch at all. Not that outside of what we intended, of course. This is really handy, and it's still really small. And comparing this to the Forza 60 that we use, the Forza 60 is probably about 5 times its size, and even more with the softbox. Now, if the softbox is really what you want, ZHIYUN has what they call the ZY mount, and all of their lights come with a ZY mount. And you can buy softbox, you can buy projectors, you can buy shapes, whatever you guys want, you can attach to this little light. Now, usage. The menu is kind of easy, a little bit tricky at first, but you really you need to kind of get used to the whole, 2-button thing. Once you get used to it, it's pretty easy. They've created kind of quick steps to get to places. They've got little presets from 0, 50 to 100%, and you've got the knobs to change from in between that. But it is a little bit tricky to get used to. The modes are awesome. So you've got the bicolor here in black, and we've got one of the RGB at the back there lighting the background, which is in silver color. And the RGB has this thing called the music effect, which is kind of awesome, and I think you can use it with a lot of the shoots. It goes with the beat of the music that is playing and through its own sensor. But also it's got HSI, it's got RGB, it's got the normal bicolor setting. It's pretty useful in every project. Now the light also has a light stand mount. Where is it? Down here. Which is really useful, but it's kind of strange because it doesn't actually have a tilt head like most lights do. So we do actually end up having to use a tripod to kind of direct that light up and down. Not a bad thing, just a little inconvenient. When it comes to light, we're always worried about the battery power. That battery, it's heavy, it's big, and actually comes with one positive thing. We spent 2 hours light painting between 0 to 50% output. We spent another 2 hours on 100% doing the watch shoot. We only touch 1 bar. So that is actually pretty good. Now, during the light painting, I found this to be really easy to hold. It was really easy to maneuver it. Now, I thought we were gonna get a lot of hot spots considering that it's not a light bar that I'm really used to for light painting, but we didn't create much hot spot. Everything kind of came out really evenly, and it was kind of easy to also maneuver to get the streaks out of the shot, it wasn't awkward to kind of hold down low or hold up top, and it was actually really easy to use. The RGB was really fun to kind of play with, to kind of light the bridge, the backdrop, or even create little shapes. Now, it's not a light bar, so we couldn't create these bold shapes, but you kind of adapt to it. When it came to the watch shoot, it was actually pretty cool because we were able to kind of make it a bit more spotlighty than most LED lights, especially with that reflector look. Kind of made it really, really well lit on that watch and get the background just to fall off. And the reflection that you get out of the face of the watch when it passes that kind of angle, oh, it looks amazing. It just looks like a halo. But yeah, no, it was really well to kind of cope with all of our shoot. In conclusion, we really like this light. We enjoyed using it. It's really portable, it's really versatile. It kind of fits with any project you guys got going on. Really for us, there's only two nitpicking, which is the mount for the battery is not so great and the knob system, not so intuitive. But really outside of that, this is really a dream light. Just put in your bag, emergency, or even your main light, and you'll make so much better shots with this. Thanks for watching guys, and thanks to Macarthur Camerahouse. Please stay tuned for the next product review.